3, 2, 1, and we are live again. Dan with Mad Nasty Trapping coming back at you with another closing live stream for the night. Now, I'm going to just hang on here for a minute and let some people join into the room. I want to know how everybody felt about tonight's broadcast. I'm on the fence about it, and I want to know. We got one person jumping up in the room. Who's up in here? Marshall's in the house. Let's see who else can come in. Clint is in the house. Oh. What a night, what a night, what a night. Wyatt in the house. How's everybody doing this evening? Chris is in the house. Hit me up in the comment box over there. Craig just joined in. Welcome, everybody. Alright, so I guess I'll open it up while I'm waiting for more people to come in here. I know that, the live feed takes a minute to update and let people get notified that it's starting live. So, lots of people jumping up in here. Let's get the, Craig's in the house. Alright. Let's get the chat going. I guess I'll start off with a little bit of questions and answers, and then I want to get into tonight's broadcast and what you guys thought of it. Tonight's catch. Last night's was pretty good. You guys can see the replays. I think it's broken into 3 parts, I believe. 2 parts on the trap line, 1 part nightly closeout chat, I think. So I think there's 3 live streams that are popped up. They're on Dan Edwards' Facebook for Mad Nasty Trapping. You can go and check the replays. Last night, I checked trap sets at, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So the traps had not had a real long stint of darkness to go and recatch. But last night, I pulled 4 coon and 1 possum off the line last night. It's not bad. But I went back in there tonight hoping for a better catch count because we had a couple of false sets and 1 pullout. Wasn't the case. I pulled 1 possum off the line. The same bucket set that I pulled a possum off the line yesterday. The second possum came in and whacked that one too. So once those possums are out of there, hopefully I get a coon to run down the same line. Typically how it works. Craig says, like the bucket sets, going to have to try that next season. Yes, they do pay off pretty well. They're kind of a pain in the ass to reset, but it's better than digging out a dirt hole set, I think, as far as the reset time goes. So, yeah, it's really not too bad. And they do pay off in fur count. Now, I don't know what state you live in, but here in Michigan, any kill trap does not have to be checked nightly or every 24 hours. Any live restraining style trap must be checked in Michigan every 24 hours. So realistically, if you don't have the time to go and check your trap lines every 24 hours, you can go and run nothing but conibears with bucket sets in Michigan, and you can check your lines once every 3 days, once every 5 days, or once a week, whatever you're available to do so. They don't have a stipulation on time frame to check your conibear sets, which is kind of a bonus, And something I'm going to take into consideration next year is if I run a very long, lengthy line of bucket sets, then if I run a very long, lengthy line of bucket sets, I can go and break it into quarters, Or I can break it into 7 parts. I can check 1/7 of the line of bucket sets every night, and that cuts down to, each individual trap being checked once a week. That's an option too. So if I run just a absolute tonnage of bucket sets, that's one way to go and capitalize on the catch count and also be cautious and use your time efficiently. Versus running a bunch of DPs and, dirt hole sets with leg holds that take a long time to go and reset. And you also have to check them nightly or every 24 hours. So that's another game changer that comes into play that I'm going to have to take into consideration, because it will pay off in the fur count if I run more bucket sets on my coons next year. So I like the bucket sets. And if you go on YouTube channel Mad Nasty Trapping, YouTube channel Mad Nasty Trapping, you can see a lengthy instructional on how I build my bucket sets, the items that are needed to make them, and the supplies you need for each bucket set. It's all on the YouTube channel Mad Nasty Trapping. So, okay, what else, guys? More questions, comments? Roll with it before I start a discussion on tonight's live on the trap line. Are all of you guys subscribers and bell button pushers on my YouTube channel, Mad Nasty Trapping? If not, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it, and it shows in the viewer counts, and it shows in the subscriber count, and that means a lot to me, guys. So if you are not a subscriber and notification bell pusher to the YouTube channel, Mad Nasty Trapping, please head over there after this broadcast and go do so. I've got over 60 videos on the YouTube channel, Mad Nasty Trapping. I got a lot of step-by-step instructionals and informative videos on there, and it's really, really good stuff. And if you hit the notification bell, every time I drop a new video, typically 3 to 4 videos a week, I usually drop 3 or 4 videos a week to the exclusively to the YouTube channel. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get notified by a message at the top of your phone screen every time a new video drops. It's a beautiful thing, so you can stay up to date on all things Mad Nasty Trapping. Chuck wants to know what my coon count is right now. I have not counted, buddy. I don't know. I know it's, if I were to venture and say a guess, I'd say I'm already pushing over 200. I would be pretty safe in saying that, 200 is at least what I have, but I haven't counted. I have never kept a count since day one. I just keep on filling my deep freezers. I didn't really set off starting with a goal. I kind of had a goal of, I wanted to get 8 to 10 catch, regardless of what it was. I wanted to get 8 to 10 catch a night throughout the whole season was my initial goal, but didn't turn out to be that way. I found out real quick that the time that I thought I would have available to run my lines was nowhere near the time that became available, if that makes sense. I've only got 10 o'clock at night starting time point where I can leave my house. I've got my family, my kids. I got to get my kids to bed. About the time the kids are, in bed, and I grab my gear and I'm out to run my lines. I leave the house at 10 o'clock. I hit my lines at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. If there's a lot of catch on some of these nights, I'm running these lines until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And if it's a small amount of catch, I come back here and I usually skin out what I got. So I'm always constantly running at 10 p.m. to 3 or 4 in the morning. And it's starting to really wear on this guy because I do work a 9 to 5 every day, and I've got 2 young kids that I take care of as well. So, I run the maximum amount of traps I can for the time allotted, and unfortunately, I didn't come close to the numbers I was hoping of hitting this year. But I think I am doing well with what time frames I trap. So, in my eyes, it's never really been about a catch count. It's always been about maximizing my time in the woods and enjoying the outdoors and enjoying trapping. I know there's a whole lot of guys out there that are long lining guys, and guys that are knocking down 100 plus coyotes, and guys that are knocking down 5, 6, 700 coons, and they're getting a smorgasbord of fox and coons and muskrats and beavers and otters and minks, and I do what I can with the available time frame I have, and I think I'm doing all right. So at the end of the season, when I do the fur drop off, I will have a final count when it goes all to drop off. And I will be doing a vlog, a video log of sorts, at the fur drop off and the weekend following when I take my family on vacation. So that'll be coming too. So you guys in the long run will have a total catch count, if that's important to you. To this guy, I'm doing well. And that's important to me. So I hope that answers your question, Chuck. Any other questions, comments? Let's roll with it. Sandy's in the house. Kenny Barker back in the house. Kenny Barker, you are a loyal watcher, man. You're always on here. Nolan sounds like a new person. I don't know Nolan, but welcome. Okay. Who am I selling to? I'm selling to the NAFA fur auction. That is who I'm going with this year. The past few years has been to local buyers. In the past few years, I have sold my furs skinned and in the green. This is the first year that I've taken it upon myself to get these furs to final product, to actually flesh, board, and dry, and then put on fur hangers my catch. So, being that's the case, I understand there's the FHA auction, and then there's the NAFA auction. Yeah, I'm going with NAFA because I guess that's, a lot of the big name trappers, that is the way they go. So I'm going along with them. We'll see how we do. The other thing I like about NAFA, I don't know if FHA's got the same thing going on right now, but I know that NAFA has already put out their numbers of what their sales were and what each individual fur average price is for the first two auctions they've had this year that have just passed. So that's nice. I got kind of a rough idea of today on what I'm going to get on my furs. So what do you get out of your coon furs? Again, I've always sold them in the green. I skin them down, I vacuum seal package them, I stack them, and I've sold them to local buyers. I was getting about $2 to $3. Nothing major. I heard today, God, I can't remember, somebody posted it up. Maybe Coyote Trapping School? Maybe? I can't remember. But a message came through for a YouTube notification on one of the many trapping channels that I'm on, and the guy went and was reading down the averages and the top lot prices for the NAFA auction that just happened. So at this point, what's up, Phil? At this point, they're saying that coon average about $8, which I believe to be up from what last year's was. I want to say the last year's was $5 to $6. So $8 in all reality is not bad, but from what I understand years ago, it was upwards of $20 to $25. It should have been a whole lot better. But I'll be fine if I can hit near the 8 mark on each. That's kind of what I was expecting at the beginning of the season. I was hoping an 8 to 10 on coon. So if I got to go on the lower end at 8, I'm okay with that. What else, guys? I got 8 viewers up in here. That's cool. Hit me in the comment box, guys. How many people seen my live from the trap line tonight? I want to get your feedback on what you thought about it. I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try something that was a little bit edgy, a little bit extreme, a little bit out there. I wanted to push the boundaries of what could really be done on Facebook without them going, yeah, buddy, you're pushing it over the line, see you later. So, yeah, hit me in the comment box over there and let me know at least that you've seen the broadcast tonight. And if you did see the broadcast, let me know what you think of it. Because going off of some of the comments that were left, I'm not so sure I want to do that again. I got quite a few dislikes and quite a few like angry emojis and shit. You know, should I continue to do... I'm not going to do it every night. I'm not going to go filthy every night. But I just thought it would be unique and fun to do a filthy, you know, a filthy furry beaver Friday or something where we could all just talk filthy. I thought it would be kind of cool. So, yeah, hit me in the comments, guys. Let me know if you liked it or not. Chuck wants to know, when did you start? I'm assuming you're asking me, when did I start? When did I start trapping? I started trapping as a kid. I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old, somewhere in there. And I never really did it as, you know, I never really was dedicated to doing it. I just kind of went to the store, picked up a couple of leg holds and threw them out in the backyard woods behind my house just to see what would happen. And I kind of did it periodically, maybe a couple of days each season, just to say that, you know, I was attempting it. So, yeah, but in the last, I would say I've been a, you know, at least a somewhat dedicated trapper for the last 5 or 6 years, give or take a year or two, probably 5 or 6 years. But I really ramped my game up this year. This year, I started putting everything I got and basically bypassed almost my entire hunting season to take on this thing that is called trapping. I had somebody that has been following me in my hunting endeavors and has been following me along the way as I've been coming up in the trapping game. He likes what he sees, and he decided to invest a good portion of money towards me to push my trapping side of what I consider to be my business. I want to turn, and I am on my way to turning, hunting into a full-fledged job for me and my sole income. I'm working on it and been working on the hunting side for over 5 years. I'm working on that in the background, out of sight right now. And I wanted to add trapping to that to go and just expand on what I do. So, yeah, this year has been a definite wake-up call and a whole lot of enjoyment in what can really be possible by trapping. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's basically it. So, yeah, the last 3 years, I sold to local buyers. I sold them in the green. I skinned them. I vacuum seal packed them. I sold them in the green. This is the first year that I've taken them to final product. I really ramped up the amount of traps. I mean, literally like the last 3 or 4 years, I think the maximum amount of traps I had out in the woods at any given time was maybe 15 to 20. This year I ramped up, and you know, I've kept as many traps out there as I can. I own 200 traps, and I want to say right now I'm pushing a line of 60 to 70, 2 private property parcels and state land. So this year has been my first year for boarding, or first year for skinning, fleshing, and boarding, and bringing the final product. So this will be my first year going to the NAPA auction. Hopefully that clears you all up on that. Let me scroll back a little bit here. What's coyote going for average? Phil, I want to say that I heard that coyotes were going for like 80 to 100 bucks. Don't quote me on that. You know, because I'm not a coyote trapper by any means. I attempt it, but it's not something I'm really good at. And I really don't have any this year to go off to market. So I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I think I overheard it at $80 to $100 a fur on coyotes. I believe. Go check NAFA Fur Auction 2018 prices. They're on Google. You can look them up, bud. But that's the best I can tell you there. So, when did you start? I already answered that. What's coyote going for average? I already answered that. I see blue hides, and I'm curious when your coon started getting prime. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I really don't pay attention to the quality of the fur. I pay attention to the size of the animal. And if it's a good size animal and it doesn't have rub out on its backs, I take them, I put them up. You know, again, I'm really not in, as much as I'm in it for the money. Yes, I'd like to make money off of this. More along the lines, I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it and something I enjoy. And, you know, in the long run, it's all going to be about catch count versus dollars, because we all know the market's down. So, you know, my cash investor, he knows that. He's just worried about what the total tally is at the end of the year, so he can kind of go and average out and see what he's going to make profit-wise off of this guy. But I see blue hides, and I'm curious when your coon's starting to prime. Yeah, I don't, like I just said, I don't know. And it's really weird. Like, early in the winter, the coons that I was skinning had a whole ton of fat on them. And now that the freaking temperature is colder than a freaking snowman fart, dude, the coons are coming in and they have like almost zero fat on them whatsoever. So it's weird. Oh shit. Go off my screen. Alright. Locaz is in the house. Trapping coon this season opening day. I'm assuming you asked if I started trapping coon on opening day? Yes, I did. I started trapping coon on opening day. And as a favor to the two landowners, I was trapping coons as nuisance coons and pests, you know, causing damage to their property and to their homes. I was trapping the occasional coon through spring and summer. Not many, but as it presented themselves because of destruction to the property and to these individuals' homes, you can legally take them year-round if they're causing or about to cause damage. So I took a couple out in the spring and summer. Craig says you like Filthy Friday Night. I kind of do too. Chuck says they lose their fat during the semi-hibernating time. See, I guess it would make sense, because their bodies would be consuming it, using it, I guess. It's weird. Like, literally, it would just, like, there'd be, like, just tonnage of fat on them. And it was really easy to go and, you know, use them on the fleshing board and flesh that just nasty, thick fat off there. But now they're just, like, slimmed down on the fat. It's a bitch to go and flesh these things out. Yeah, I like the Filthy Friday Nights. You know, I wanted to try something different. You know, I like playing the field because I want to, you know, obviously you gain popularity in this game by being knowledgeable. I get that. You gain popularity in this game by doing something off the wall and unique. That's kind of where I came in on the Filthy Friday Nights. I want to do something that's just a little bit different. Like it or hate it. And if you hate it, I'll go back to doing the same damn thing. I mean, I'm doing what most people aren't. I mean, most people are not even doing live from the trap lines. I mean, these guys are just bringing cameras out there, recording it. They're taking it back to their house. They're video editing like crazy madmen. And then they're posting up beautifully edited video, which is cool. We all want to watch that. But I also like the reality factor. I personally love the reality factor of the live streams, because you don't get something on the line every time you go out. It's a fact. You don't. And these guys that are posting one video a week, and they're like, woohoo, we got catch, we got catch, we got catch. Yeah, how many days out of that did you have nothing? How many days out of that did you get a bunch of possums? How many days out of that you released your smaller coons and your small possums? You know what I mean? The live streams are reality. Like it or hate it, it's reality. And some nights they come back empty-handed, and other nights are on point. Gangbusters. You know, I want to start doing unique stuff. You know, there's a lot of trappers and hunters out there, and fishermen for that matter. Because I love watching the outdoor stuff. I love watching as much as I like producing the stuff. Okay, and getting it out there and stuff. I love being in front of the camera. If you can't tell. But I also like watching it. And I see so many videos of people doing this. So guys, tonight on the catch line, I caught 14 coon, 3 coyote, 2 fox, 1 otter, and 2 beavers. I was using foothold traps, conibears, and a small line of DPs. I suggest you guys use Kissel baits. Am I the only one that is bored stiff of seeing these monotone people that just want to go and brag about how much they catch? I mean, are we all tired of this? That's why I'm as much as I want to bring knowledge to the new up-and-coming trappers, and as much as I want to help out the people that are aspiring to be trappers and want somebody to learn from, though I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world, I've picked up a lot of information from across the board and multiple, seasoned trappers, and a lot of research and book reading and video watching, and I've soaked up a lot of knowledge, and I'm filling in the blanks that nobody else is willing to describe. Coming up in the game, even with skinning, fleshing, boarding, and making stuff final product. There's steps that a lot of the good guys were leaving out that left guys like me and the up-and-comer guys confused and wondering and just getting creative with stuff. So I took a lot of knowledge and filled in the blanks. So I want to make sure that I'm coming at you guys with good, strong, factual information, and I wanted to make sure that I come to you guys with good, quality, detailed instructionals. It might drive some of you guys crazy. Seriously. If I go and I spend 5 minutes demonstrating how you make your cuts on your coon's ears and how you make your cuts on your coon's eyes, and I go and show extreme close-ups, it's because the ear cuts and the eye cuts, they don't show in detail on anything else but mine. This is one of the hardest parts. I filled in blanks such as that. So, and I love teaching. I love demonstrating. I love doing instructional stuff. And I think this is the stuff that people will eventually really soak up and what will make me a big name in the game. It's going to be hard to compete with these guys that are long line trappers that do it all day long. These guys' catch counts are phenomenal, and I'm proud of them. And I don't deny the fact these guys pull some serious numbers. But I'm pulling what I can with the maximum amount of time I have. But I want to make sure that I get people the best quality information out there. But along with that, the monotone, basic hunting and trapping stuff that you get off of YouTube. This is a trap line. This is how you make a dirt hole set. I'm going to run the trap line. Here's a coon. Here's a skunk. Here's a coyote. Have a good evening. I want to make it fun. I like being a teacher as much as I like being an entertainer. I want stuff to be entertaining. I want people to come onto my videos and be energized. I want to energize my viewers, you know. That's why I swing off the gamble racks, because it's awesome. Even if I get a possum in my bucket set, I'm celebrating on the line because a catch is a catch. You know, I want to bring the enjoyment, the excitement, and bring the outdoors to the forefront as a very positive and fun thing. And I think I bring that to the table with my energy, my style, my uniqueness, and my instructional and informational stuff all tied together. And I want to continue to grow it to something that's very, very unique that everybody can really thoroughly enjoy. I want you guys to look forward to my videos. I want you guys to jump on and go, what the hell is this guy going to do this time? I mean, literally, what's he going to do? You know? And, you know, I just, you know, I gotta build my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is the only thing I can analyze and really see the stats or the analytics. I really track the analytics for highs and lows and peaks and see what people really enjoy watching. And I really pay attention to that so that I can go and put out the stuff that people really want to see. And it might not necessarily be what I want to produce or what I think is good for everybody to see. It shows in the numbers, and as I continue to grow my YouTube subscriber count, I'm going to continue to watch the analytics, and as the stuff peaks and I catch what videos are hot videos, I'm going to start producing more of that quality material that everybody really wants to see, regardless if it's something I want to see or not. And I'm also throwing a little bit of cast a line out there and see what I catch, just like I did tonight with the filthy chat room with the filthy DJ. Well, I'm running the trap, you know, running the trap line. I think it was fun. I think people kind of enjoyed it, but I also am on the fence about it because I know it's edgy, it's extreme, it's pushing the lines of what Facebook will allow me to do. You know, and again, I did it late at night because there's a lot of youth and a lot of entry-level trappers that don't want to steer away from me either. I don't want to piss anybody off or make anybody mad. And I understand I got a trucker mouth that I got to settle down, and I got a chain smoking problem I got to slow down, and I should probably keep my beer off camera. There's a lot of stuff I got to change too to satisfy the younger market and the up and coming market of new trappers. So there's a lot. There's a lot that I'm really working on to produce the best stuff I possibly can for everybody out there. You know, and I got a lot of off the wall ideas. I mean, a lot of you guys have seen me go into my little preacher skit crap, you know, because I'm a goofball. I have fun. I'm energetic. I come up with ideas. I'm off the wall and goofy. I mean, how many of you guys seen my live stream the other day when I took that freaking beetle out of the sky? It was like, and just out of nowhere, I whacked him out of the sky with my fingernail. I about fell over laughing. It was the funniest shit I've ever produced. And it had nothing to do with trapping. I took a fly out of, you know, a beetle out of the sky on the fly with my fingernail flicking his ass. It was freaking hilarious. You know, who does this shit? Who swings off the gamble racks? You know? Who brings the coons and possums up in the view? You know? Who dances with them? Just fun. Entertainment. I'm an entertainer, gosh darn it. What do you want from me? Oh, you know, and the live streams are all about entertaining. It's all about, you know, you guys want to see some excitement. You want to see action. Well, if I can't produce fur on a regular basis on my live streams, I gotta at least give you something enjoyable and entertaining to watch. So I might just, you know, celebrate even small catches or a one catch on the line or a possum on the line. I'll just celebrate it like a madman. And when I get back to the fur shed and I'm skinning out, I might just swing off the gambrel racks. You know, keep some people wondering what the hell is going to happen with this madman next. Keep you coming back. You know, and I think it'll grow. I think it'll grow. The haters done walking. What the fuck was that? The haters done wiped themselves out already. They got bored. They can't stop me. They got bored and irritated and left. And they realized that the majority of the shit I say even though it might be controversial, like my 2 or 3 videos I got out there. If you guys haven't seen them, go on my YouTube channel, Man Nasty Trapping. Look for the most watched videos on there. There's 2 or 3 of them. And they're controversial as fuck, but I'm right. Sorry. I hate it when I'm right. It pisses some people off. Sorry. But it's fucking entertaining shit. So, I think that basically sums it up. You know, will the filthy Friday nights continue? I may attempt it one more time, possibly. My view counts, believe it or not, were less. They were less on today's broadcast than typical when I was doing my live stream from the woods. And I cannot get an accurate number as to why yet, because I think that it's Friday night. A lot of people are hanging out at the bars, in the clubs, and a lot of people are hanging out with their families and doing their own things and barn parties and whatever else, bonfire, barbecue, beer bashes, and all kinds of shit that us wacky motherfuckers do on Friday nights. I think that had a lot to do with the viewer count too. Do I honestly think that the view counts would have been higher had I done a Filthy Mondays? I don't think so. I think if I did a standard broadcast versus a filthy broadcast, I think that it would be the same on a Friday evening. But I might try to do another one next Friday, compare it to the numbers this week, and we'll see what happens. And if it flops, flounders, and I, get a bunch of hate mail shit, then to the garbage can that idea goes next. I thought it would be something unique and different. I mean, who doesn't talk like that in general anyway around your buddies? What are we? We're a bunch of buddies. I'm starting to make some serious friendships here, man. I'm starting to know people by name. It's really weird. But I love all of you, my friendly Facebook fans, followers, supporters, and YouTube subscribers and button pushers. I know that there's unique people out there that make me smile. Kenny Barker, you filthy fucker. I love you, buddy. We got the blue-haired princess that comes in here. The blue-haired beauty, as I call her. Amber? Yes. And we got Ashley that comes in here. She's pretty cool, too. And then we have Michael Patterson, the fly-fishing mega monster. He's freaking awesome. I like Michael Patterson. He's unique. He's different. He's not the norm. He's not the, I'm going to go and throw a line in the water. Stay tuned for me to catch a fish. Hell no. It's a blast doing it. And he speaks his mind. Fuck you, Facebook. I fucking hate Facebook. I'm going to freaking YouTube. Fuck Facebook. Asshole Facebook. Screw Facebook. Pieces of shit Facebook. I mean, the dude's freaking awesome. And he's bringing the energy to fishing that I bring to freaking trapping. There ain't no... Tell me somebody else. Tell me somebody else that brings this much energy to trapping videos. Really? Tell me one. Because I'd love to see it. The only person that's brought this kind of energy to the freaking outdoor sports in a long, long time has been Ted Nugent. Because he'll swing off of freaking goddamn speaker boxes wearing a fucking loincloth. He'll ride a buffalo on stage. He'll freaking ride a flying middle finger. He'll shoot his goddamn guitar with a bow and arrow. The guy's a freaking Motor City madman, freaking just maniac. I love the guy, but he's bringing the energy. And he doesn't back down to haters. Ted Nugent's about the most energetic, longest-lasting dude I've seen in a very, very, very long time in anything outdoor sports. There's some good ones. There's guys we like to watch on TV, but let's face it, we like watching antler porn, don't we? Antler porn is where it's at. We all want to see giant racks. It's antler porn. The bigger the rack, the better. Right? It's entertaining. It's entertainment. What do you think Duck Dynasty was? Entertainment. Duck Commander videos. Those are some good stuff. Entertaining as shit. But it's entertainment. People want to see entertainment. People want to see big racks. I'm sorry, I can't go to the private game reserves because nobody pays for my way to go and shoot a $10,000 freaking monster 14 point. Fuckers, I need some sponsorships. Pay me so I can go hunting and show you guys me killing big shit on game ranches and high fenced enclosures. Please. Oh, nobody's hitting me on Messenger saying they're going to fly me to Africa so I can go and shoot some freaking awesome critters. And still, nobody's hitting me up on Messenger trying to get me to go hunting on their game ranch. Alright guys, my phone screen is going black. That means that my phone battery is about to die. So, that gives you guys a lot to think about. And I'm always open for suggestions. Hit me on Facebook Messenger if you have suggestions on how I can make my broadcasts better. If there's stuff I am leaving out that you would love to see. Keeping in mind that coon season is the only season that is open and it ends at the end of the month. I have some other ideas I want to do for the off season. But if you guys have other things you'd like to see or ideas on entertainment factor that I can bring to the table for all my people, hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I'm open to anything. For the most part, except for trapping naked. That might increase my female viewership. Maybe should trap naked. It's a good idea. I'll think about that. So, hit me up on Facebook Messenger, guys. Hit me up on the Facebook Messenger. Give me some comments. Give me some suggestions. Yeah. And share my videos. Please, please, please share my videos. My best video has hit 1,300 and something subscribers or followers or viewers or whatever the hell Facebook calls it. Blew my mind, about fell over when I woke up the next morning. I was over 1,000 views. I don't know what was so different about that one versus any other one, except I basically, in the title of it, said fuck everything. Fuck Facebook. Fuck everything that Facebook does. Facebook live stream. I'm going to go and put out beer, cigarettes. I'm going to go and put out freaking music that's copyright. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to put it all out there and also say fuck Facebook. I don't know. Maybe that's why. The title was catchy and edgy, so it got views. I don't friggin' know. But as it is, I'm putting out material that I would love to watch. Because I think a lot of people would like to watch the same thing rather than the same monotone trash. Kick me some messages, guys. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you dislike. And let me know any suggestions on how I can make this better for everybody. And I will appreciate any feedback I get. Alright, guys. I'm going to call it a wrap. I think that's about it for the night. Gives you guys a lot to think about. I gave up a lot of topics. A little bit about trapping. And a whole lot about, holy shit, how was tonight's broadcast? If you liked tonight's broadcast, hit me in Facebook Messenger and say, hey, bring back Filthy Fridays. And I'm willing to give it another shot or two just to compare numbers. It's been a pleasure, my friends. YouTube channel, Mad Nasty Trapping. Instagram, Mad Nasty Trapping. Right here on the Facebook, Dan Edwards. Facebook Messenger, Dan Edwards. Snapchat, Mad Nasty Trap In. It's been a pleasure, my friends. I will see you sooner than you think. Hit me up on Messenger with any comments and suggestions you got. I'm really looking forward to hearing how much you guys appreciate my videos and what I can do to make them better, because I want to make them better for all of you.